All right, welcome everyone. Today we're catching up with Simon Booth from Nutrien Equine to discuss next week's Donell Park dispersal sale. Welcome, Simon.
G'day, Selena. How you going?
I'm good. So Nutrien's just had a very successful classic sale. I hear there's record numbers in the Supreme sale for entries. And in between those two sales, you guys are actually running this online sale with Donell Park for their dispersal next week, which is going from 4th of March to the 5th of March via AuctionsPlus. There's 22 lots in the sale. A very impressive lineup of broodmare and foal packages, a stallion, weanlings, and of course a couple of embryos. So, I think everyone knows Donell Park, renowned breeders, the home of Seligman Spin. And previously Nutrien's, had the opportunity to do some dispersal sales before. You did last year, or I think it was the year before maybe now, the Brex and the Mongala stud sales. So must be a bit of an honour for Nutrien to be able to once again, do the dispersal for one of these big, major breeders.
Yeah, definitely, Selena. And I guess we started a couple of years ago. We did the first major dispersal of obviously Brex horses and Kylie's reduction a couple of years ago through the middle of the COVID stuff. And I guess sort of taught us all we could do these sales online without a live auction.
Yeah.
And obviously last year we had this first half of Debbie's reduction and now the dispersal, which is next weekend, but we had the reduction there at Toowoomba looped into the Supreme sale last year. So, and a few records come out of Debbie's horses in Toowoomba last year with the mare in Just Charity, made best part of 100,000 for a broodmare.
Yeah.
And then so that's still the current record for Toowoomba. And then the yearling filly that made 65,000, the Conman filly. It's the same thing, a record yearling again. So both out of this Donell Park stable, and both those particular horses that we've mentioned have got direct relatives in this sale that is on next weekend.
Yeah. So Donell Park have, obviously, as I've mentioned before, renowned breeders. They always bring really quality horses to the sale. They sold $190,000 horse at the previous classic sale, and once again we see 22 lots, of really quality horses. Take me through some of the feature lots that have caught your eye in this sale, Simon.
We'll start sort of at the lead of them, I guess. In the broodmares, there's one mare there which was a top price mare in her own day when Debbie purchased it in Duck Dynasty. Obviously, dispersal a couple of years ago. Yeah, so she's a mare on can't sort of get them any better by R.S. Chisholm out of Ducks. So sort of, I guess you haven't really got to bang on about her. People know those pedigrees without going on. So she's a mare that's been left open. She has got a colt foal at foot by One Direction, the Conman stallion who was in the sale as well. So that's lot 5. That's sort of one of the broodmares. And then, as we mentioned before, go down again, lot 7 is probably one of the real feature lots of the sale. The mare, the Countess, own daughter of Seligman, and then Out of an Acre's Destiny mare as well. So she's a 3-in-1 package with a filly foal at foot by Bad Booner Rising, exciting stallion, and then back in foal the Conman. Yeah. So a Conman filly out of that particular mare made $65,000 last year at the Supreme. So she's the current title holder for the top price yearling we've ever sold at Toowoomba, and that's a direct of that particular mare. Yeah. So there's a bit of power in the broodmares, obviously, and as we said, the Donell Parks have they've top sales in our sales, other sales. Mare at Dolby makes 100,000. Two of them one makes well over, and one makes very close at the Classic this year as well. So they are renowned performance horses, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And tell me a little bit about the stallion in the sale. One Direction. He's described by Kimberly Salmon as a horse that's up there with the best, and he's obviously had a bit of a limited start, due to COVID, but he's quite a nice looking Hazelwood Conman stallion there.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse, One Direction, and I guess barring that he's by Conman, he's a very, very much an outcross for the performance, like obviously being a Conman son, but then now the thoroughbred mare. Yeah, so I guess he's one to look out for. Yeah. One that caught my eye as well, was that lot 13 just before him, that Basalt Henrietta. She's, obviously by the deceased sire and Hard Hat Henry, and
and out of that mare more acres. And her sister, you know, you can see it in the description there, she was sold for 125,000 at the Nutrien Classic. So she's, you know, going to be quite a popular mare, I think, that one certainly as well.
That's right. And, you know, we talk mare lines every time we sell horses and things like that. And as you said, like a full blood sister's made 125,000 at the Classic, and then you go back through the pedigree, and, you know, obviously Hard Hat's gone. There's no more of those to be made. And out of the mare More Acres, well, she's an Acres Destiny owned daughter, and now the great One More Spin. So One More Spin, any mare we've ever sold, anything through any of our Nutrien concepts, she seems to pop up in all the top end of them in One More Spin through sire sons or broodmare daughters.
Yeah, yeah. And moving into the weanlings, Simon, what were some of the weanlings that stood out for you?
There is some very good weanlings in there. There's probably my pick of the weanlings I like is the lot 19 by a Purity winner in More Metal and out of Seligman Valley. Yeah, like Seligman Valley was a NCHA money earner, multiple open camp draft winner, and, you know, was campaigned all across the country. I think everyone who's been to a camp draft would know who Seligman Valley was.
Yeah. Saying
about those good competition mares too, like if you to go away from the weanlings and that, there is a couple of very good competition mares in this sale too. In lot 11 in Hazelwood Country, a Conman daughter, and same thing with Mare Power. Her granddam, her mother is the granddam of the mare that made 300,000, the Conman daughter at Nutrien this year. So, you know, you talk about airlines and Mare Power. Hazelwood Country's got it all in that aspect, and, you know, then performance again. You've got the lot 10 mare in Candy Lie. Yeah, she by Seligman, of course, and out of a Playboy Roy mare who has produced a Classic winner. So Candy Lie in her own right is a half sister to a Classic winner. Yeah, and she's got a little weanling in there as well in lot 20 as well, and he's by that one Stylish Pepto. So so she's a novice mare in her own right, Candy Lie, and multiple juvenile winner, so, you know, a mare or family. And then to round off the sale, there's two embryos there, obviously one out of Hazelwood Country there, and then another out of One Chilly Night. So there's some pretty special embryos on offer there that could be, you know, pretty good for some people's breeding programs. Yeah, definitely. And I guess with the lot 21, the embryo there is a full sibling to that particular embryo in the sale in lot 14, lot 17. So I guess you can see what you will get from that cross. Yeah. And, you know, Hazelwood Country, as we said, speaks for itself from a, you know, maternal line that produced a $300,000 mare. That's it. And One Chilly Night was a Nutrien Classic finalist. Yeah. And sold this year at Nutrien for just a tick under 100,000. I think she made 90 grand from memory. Yeah. So, you know, you're buying performance pedigrees that people, you know, are looking into, and, you know, mares that, but out of both young mares that you're probably going to get into them at the base rate of their career before they do go and do something, and you start talking more than what you're going to pay for these embryos, I'd say. Yeah, that's it. And I think, you know, the thing with this, you know, this catalogue of horses here, there's kind of a horse that could tickle anyone's fancy. You know, if you want to go down that heritage line, there's a few beautiful heritage mares there with that strong stock horse breeding, and then, you know, and then you've got that great great quarter horse crosses there as well. And I think there's certainly going to be a horse that's probably would tick everyone's box. So I think it's going to be a pretty hotly contested sale. Yeah, exactly. And you're right. Like, there is the heritage bred mares at the start of it, you know, whether it's a Kirkby Stud Echo daughter or a Soda O'Reilly daughter, like whatever the fancy there, and then back through the quarter horse bloodlines. You know, there's obviously Seligman, Acres, Chisholm, and, you know, there's horses out of cut, there's horses out of draft, there's horses out of challenge, or do all three. Yeah. So it's I guess it's a testament to the program there at Donell Park. They've bred the industry. Yeah. Well, so the sale is from, as I said earlier, on Friday the 4th of March through to the 5th of March. It goes for 24 hours, and it will be on AuctionsPlus. Correct. Run for 24. Start at 12 noon on Friday the 4th, and the timer will come on, as everyone knows now with how AuctionsPlus works. It will come on at 12 noon on Saturday. So it'll all be online through AuctionsPlus. If anyone has dramas, contact your Nutrien agents, or whether it be someone in Toowoomba, contact me. Girls in, we'll assist there any way we can if you have any dramas with AuctionsPlus. Yeah, beautiful.
All right, so obviously, everyone, you can find all that information out on the Nutrien website. There's the tab there for the Donell Park Dispersal, and you just follow the links right through and it will take you to the sale. And as Simon said, if anyone's having any trouble, just contact the Nutrien team and they can sort you out. Simon, thank you so much for catching up with me today. And yeah, best of luck with the sale next week. And yeah.
Yeah, no worries at all. Thanks very much.